This is Obukiv, a residential neighborhood, a high-rise building. And this is the moment a Russian Shahed drone hits it. No military target, no strategic installation, just an apartment building where people live. Some drones were intercepted before reaching their targets. The war in Ukraine presses on. April 3rd, 2026, Eastern Front. And Ukraine's 5th Assault Brigade isn't giving Russian forces a single moment to breathe. FPV drones are already in the air. Operators watching, waiting, tracking every movement below. Russian soldiers have no idea they're already in the crosshairs. No warning reaches them. No time to react. No chance to reposition. One by one, located, tracked, struck. And what stands out most in this footage is how exposed Russian infantry still are. 4 years into this war, on a battlefield defined by drones, soldiers are still moving through open ground as if the sky isn't watching. It always is. In an open field, this soldier, who was the target of a drone, suddenly forgets how to hold her weapon when she sees the drone in front of her. This time, the drone operator first locates military equipment in the forest. Then, he spots a Russian soldier hiding behind a tree and launches an attack. Watch this one carefully, because this isn't a typical strike. A drone operator from the Magyar Birds is methodically searching a ruined building, meter by meter, corner by corner, every shadow, every collapsed room. And then, there, a figure on the ground, motionless, possibly already gone, but the operator doesn't move on. He watches, he waits. The soldier is alive, playing dead, hoping the drone loses interest and moves on. It doesn't. This moment captures something beyond tactics. A soldier lying completely still in rubble, holding his breath, hoping a machine can't tell the difference between the living and the dead. On this battlefield, even stillness is no longer a guarantee. As drone operators get better at detecting movement and behavior, is there any concealment strategy left that actually works? This isn't an aerial drone. This is a ground drone, a UGV, moving directly into a Russian infantry position in Kharkiv Oblast. Operated by the Ruptor Unit, 1st Assault Battalion, 3rd Assault Brigade. Watch it move, low to the ground, silent, closing in on the position without a single soldier exposed. And then, detonation. The position is gone. This is what autonomous ground warfare looks like in 2026. No pilot in the sky, no infantry advancing into fire, just a machine sent forward, doing the most dangerous job on the battlefield, so no human has to. The 3rd Assault Brigade has been one of Ukraine's most aggressive frontline units. And now, they're not just fighting with boots on the ground. They're sending machines in first. This is what a Ukrainian airstrike on a Russian logistics route looks like after the smoke clears.
Всё, дороги нету.
Huliaipol direction. 2 units, 1 mission. Ukraine's 424th Svarog Brigade and the 225th Assault Regiment working in tandem. 1 spots, 1 strikes. Detection to impact, seconds. Some Russian soldiers take cover in abandoned buildings. Roofless, exposed from above. From a drone's perspective, a roofless building isn't cover. It's a box. No open field, no tree line, no 4 walls. Nothing hides you from above anymore. When even buildings offer no cover, what options does infantry have left? Kostiantynivka, Eastern Front, drone crews, Sapsan and Angry Birds, both unmanned systems companies of the 1st Mechanized Battalion, 44th Mechanized Brigade, are already in position, Russian soldiers and equipment moving through the area. They never see it coming. Strike after strike. Coordinated, relentless. Personnel caught in the open. Equipment targeted before it can reposition. This is what a drone ambush looks like. No warning, no escape window, just two crews working in sync, controlling the battlefield from above. Kostiantynivka has been one of the most contested areas on the entire Eastern Front, and footage like this shows exactly why holding ground here comes at such a steep cost. Drop it in the comments. 2 drone crews, 1 ambush. What does coordinated UAV warfare mean for the future of traditional armored units on the battlefield? A Ukrainian MiG-29, fast, low, and locked on. The target, a fortified position housing 8 Russian soldiers, and an ammunition depot right alongside them. 1 pass, 1 strike, direct hit. The position goes up. The ammunition depot follows. A single aircraft, seconds of action, an entire position erased. Meet the Viri, 1st Unmanned Systems Battalion. Day after day, mission after mission. No pause, no rest. Their operators go out every single day, targeting equipment, fortified positions, and infantry wherever they find them. And according to this unit, there are no safe zones left for the opposing side. Every meter of the front is being watched, tracked, covered, day or night. Tree lines, trenches, concrete fortifications. It doesn't matter. If you're there, you'll be found. This is the mentality driving Ukraine's drone battalions in 2026. Not just technology, but relentless around-the-clock pressure. The kind that grinds down an enemy, not just physically, but psychologically. No rest, no safe corner, no hiding. A Ukrainian drone on routine patrol spots a Russian Buk M2 air defense system sitting in an open field. The pilot doesn't hesitate. He turns around, locks on, and strikes. An air defense system, taken out by the very thing it was designed to stop. The Magyar Birds are back, and this time they went deep. On the night of April 3rd, the 9th Battalion Kairos of Ukraine's 414th UAV Brigade operated in Russian-occupied Luhansk Oblast, and they didn't come back empty-handed. First target, a Buk M1 surface-to-air missile system near the settlement of Lyubimivka. Now here's the irony. The Buk M1 is a Soviet-era air defense system, specifically designed to engage fast, maneuverable aerial targets. It can track and engage aircraft flying as low as 30 meters off the ground. Designed to hunt things that fly, destroyed by something that flies. A Ukrainian drone carrying a 60 to 100 kilogram warhead found it in the dark, and that was the end of it. But the night wasn't over. Fuel tanks destroyed near Shotov. A logistics and material supply depot struck in Valyanivske. Air defense, fuel supply, logistics. 3 critical assets, 1 night, 1 battalion. The Magyar Birds didn't just run a strike mission, they ran a systematic degradation operation deep inside occupied territory. And they did it in the dark. A drone hunting an air defense system designed to hunt drones. Does it get more symbolic than that? 1 unit, 650 targets in 30 days. What you're watching isn't a single operation. This is an entire month of warfare, condensed into 1 reel. The Ronin unit, attached to Ukraine's 65th Separate Mechanized Brigade, all of March. No pause, no let-up. They went after communications first, radar systems, antennas, electronic warfare units. Over 160 targets. Russian forces left operating blind. Then the bunkers, the shelters, the fortified positions soldiers thought were untouchable. Then the supply lines. Vehicles, fuel depots, ammunition stores, cut off one by one. And in the skies, 30 Russian drones intercepted before they could reach their targets. 1 unit, 1 month, over 650 confirmed targets across the front. This is what it looks like when a drone unit doesn't just fight, it dismantles. Is systematic degradation now more effective than direct combat on the modern battlefield? So where does this war stand? April 3rd, 2026. Day 1,500 of Russia's full-scale invasion. According to British intelligence assessments, the current situation on the front line is the most favorable it has been for Ukraine in the past 10 months. Over the course of March, Russian forces actually lost ground, giving back roughly 12 square miles of Ukrainian territory. Russia's spring offensive is pushing, but the momentum is being contested at every axis. In the past 24 hours alone, over 213 combat engagements were recorded along the front line, with the heaviest fighting concentrated around Pokrovsk, where Russian forces launched nearly 50 attacks on Ukrainian positions. Meanwhile, overnight on April 3rd, Russian forces launched another barrage of missiles and drones across Ukraine, with strikes reported on Kharkiv, residential buildings, civilian infrastructure, again, and Ukraine struck back. Ukrainian forces hit multiple Russian military targets at the Kurovsky airfield in occupied Crimea, destroying an An-72 aircraft and an Orion drone base. This is the rhythm of this war in 2026. Strike and counter-strike, day and night, no pause. Before you go, drop your answer in the comments. Day 1, 1,500. With the front line shifting, drones dominating, and diplomacy stalled. Do you see a realistic path to peace in 2026? If this video gave you a clearer picture of what's unfolding on this battlefield, hit subscribe. More frontline footage and updates coming soon.